So one of the more recent movies that I watched was Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It came out in 2011, and the director was David Fincher. Uh, and he actually did direct some of my favorite films: Fight Club, Seven, Gone Girl, and The Social Network. And there's a lot of things that every film that he does kind of has in common, and I think um, I really really like his style of directing and filming. The story, everything. I think he really captures the his particular style is very cool. Um, he has certain filters he uses over the camera for every movie, or every movie has a dark type of filter. Even if it is a happy scene. For instance, Social Network. When Mark Zuckerberg's character, well, when Jesse Eisenberg playing Mark Zuckerberg moves to the house, and I think it's California, and they're out at the pool party. Even though it is a very happy time, the filter is still very kind of offset and dark. Uh, so every movie that he's made kind of has that offset dark filter, which carries on into Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's very similar to his other films. Um, this was my first time really sitting down to watch it. There had been times where I walked in or walked past, someone watching it, and I was just kind of like, I don't really understand it. But there's so many intriguing things about this film. It just makes me like overwhelmingly happy. This scene, I think her name's Elizabeth or Elizabeth. I don't know. I haven't read the books. So for the people that are really big fans and true hardcore fans, I apologize if I mess anything up. I just watched it once, but Elizabeth, I think it's Salanders or something like that. She's got a really weird name. But she's played by, I think it's Rooney Mara, Kate Mara's sister. Um, she, for this role, watching, because I've seen her in other movies, and I've seen her in Side Effects with Channing Tatum, directed by Steven Soderbergh. Um, I don't even know if I'm saying his name wrong or right, whatever. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be in this movie review thing, and I keep fucking messing everything up. It's like, give me a little slack here. But I seen her in that, and I was like, okay, like I get her character. Um, but this was really surprising for me. She did a phenomenal job playing this character. Like, she went full on badass, and I was very, very happy. She did a great job, and she even got some awards for this movie. Um, you know, I was blown away with how well she did, accent wise, overall appearance of character, on screen transformation. She is an actress for a reason, and she fucking blew my mind. She did great. And Daniel Craig is in this. Daniel Craig, oh my god, so hot. Anyways, but he's in it, and he did a really great job. Um, but this movie is about pretty much her character. You have these two. What I loved so much about it was you have these two separate stories, and at some point, these stories kind of collide, and they have to work together. You're like, okay, so why are we going back to her? If this story is about her, or, this story, her character's story, this franchise of books, if it's about her, then why are we on this guy? What is his story? Why is he particularly involved? What's his name? He plays Michael. It's spelled Mikal, or Michael, however you want to say it. Why is he of importance? So it kind of keeps you interested because you want to find out what really goes on. And, he's working on writing a biography or, kind of a story for this man. And this woman, Harriet, his cousin or something, had disappeared. They thought she was murdered, and for the longest time, they were really curious about what happened to her. And that's where I think her name's, we'll just call her Elizabeth or Liz, whatever. We'll call her Liz. That's where she comes in. And she is pretty much like this 23-year-old detective who is very interested in this stuff and has a passion for it. And people perceive her as, this weird person. And it is kind of strange that she has a passion for it, but she is highly intelligent and she gets down to business and she knows what the fuck she's doing, which is badass as hell. Any guy that tells you you're not awesome and, you're stupid for being smart, watch this movie because she is smart as fuck. She knows what she wants to do with her life and she's passionate about it and she's fucking awesome. Girl, you rock. Anyways, so uh I think that's what I really liked about it was the storyline was really good too. And it actually like motivated me. Like I really wanted to read the book, so I have the book in my purse right now because I haven't started reading it. But I was like so into it. Like the movie, I was watching it. I'm like, oh, it is kind of slow at some points. It's okay. Let's get to the real. Okay, we get it. And of course, spoiler alert. Daniel Craig's character and Rooney Mara's character end up, having a romantic relationship. But I really want to see a sequel made. Like, I want there to be another, detective story or to see these two characters kind of work together again. It was really interesting and awesome. The chemistry they had in the film and their acting, they both really worked together very well. They had a good like chemistry, and how my dad always says it is when you're having a conversation or you're working with someone, it's like playing tennis. I'm going to hit the ball to you, you hit it back to me. And they kind of played tennis in a sense, and it was amazing to see it on screen because it made the movie very, very good. Um, I really liked uh, the storyline. Um, it was very, at first, it was kind of confusing because I didn't really, I think maybe it was the accents, so it was kind of hard. Maybe it's my TV. I don't know if it's my TV, but my TV kind of sucks. Maybe it was the TV because I couldn't hear what some of them were saying. I always watch stuff with captions, and I didn't have captions on, so anytime they would say something that was really quiet, that might have been important, I didn't hear it. Um, but after I kind of understood what was going on, I'm like, oh yes, this movie's getting good. Like, I don't want to stop watching it. so, but pretty much, sorry, I digress totally from the storyline. Um, I might have already explained. Fuck, I don't know. It's been 8 minutes and 40 seconds. But Michael's writing the book on why Harriet is missing. And Harriet is, I think, like his niece or his cousin or something to do with that. And she's been gone for like 20 years. And somebody keeps sending him gifts that only Harriet would send him. But Harriet's gone. So, and uh, Rooney Mara's character finds out that there were certain deaths of women every single year or in between certain years that were linked to why Harriet would be dead or why she left or what was really going on. So it's kind of interesting to watch it play out. Um, I really, really liked this movie. I've been trying to find it at video stores and like my Walmart because I want to buy it. Like, one of my favorite films, favorite cop movie, and to watch with Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. I love it, and I could not find it anywhere, so I had to order it online. But like, I really like this movie. Like, I was really intrigued. Like, I would totally watch it again. I highly recommend it. I think the acting was phenomenal. The directing, the camera, everything they did in this movie was awesome. Um, the only thing I have to say that I didn't really care for was just some of the accents, and I understand that's part of where they're from and it's part of the, culture and stuff like that. But for somebody watching it and trying to listen to what they're saying, even if it is important, it's kind of hard to like stay with it and be like, okay, wait, do I need to rewind that and listen to what they said? Did I miss something important? Um, and like I said, I get that the accents are part of the character. Um, Maybe I just need to watch it with captions. Maybe it's just me. Um, but other than that, I think they did a really, really great job with this film. I highly recommend it. I'm going to try to read the books. There was one scene in this movie that was like, ugh, it was crazy every time I think about it. And from what I read online, Rooney Mara actually had done the stunt and got like severe bruising from it. And there's a scene, there's two scenes where, um, she has to go to this guy to receive money, um, pretty much like a paycheck, and if she wants anything, she has to give him like sexual pleasure. It's kind of a fucked up situation. And there's one scene where she goes to his house and he rapes her, and they don't show it, but they imply it and they show bits and pieces, and it is so bad. Like, it is just, oh my god, I can't believe, like. And then, they show her in the shower and she's got all these bruises on her back. And you're just like, oh my God. Like, I don't. It is just so bad. And then she goes back, and spoiler alert, I'm sorry, I didn't say spoiler alert, but she goes back and, like, sabotages this dude in, like, the wrongest way. But it's so awesome because she's badass about it. Like, he even says, she duct tapes his mouth and she says, you know what? A lot of people will tell you I'm insane, and they're right. I am insane. I am crazy, you know, but she ends up tattooing "I am a rapist pig" on this dude's stomach. And then she tells him, if you sleep with any other woman, if they want it or not, if you try to get that removed, I will know. And this video of you raping me will go viral instantly. If you try to do anything, you're fucked immediately. Like, her character is awesome. And they picked, I think, the perfect person to play her. So, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Tell me what you think. Um, Put some stuff down below. Let me know how is it going on. Correct me if I'm wrong on saying the names. I don't care. Whatever. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this film. It's probably a 9 out of 10 stars for me. Have a good one. I'm going to bed, guys. Bye.